how much do you need to retire? I'd never thought about this before. I felt I was too young and too busy raising a family, working, living a life. And one day I saw this video about how much you need, and it just seemed ridiculous. $1 million. Who the hell can save up $1 million? It was such a ridiculously big number that it made me sit up, get interested to learn more, and I started to go down the rabbit hole. How much do you actually need? Because I had no idea. I still don't really. It's kind of the impossible question to give a decent answer to. And I watched a lot of videos about this. So I decided to ask it in a different way. Not how much do I need, but how much do I spend? Because this changes it a little bit. So here's what I did. I sat down and asked myself 4 questions. Question 1. What do I actually spend per month right now? Not what I earn, but what actually leaves the bank account. I'd never really looked at this before. The second question, what costs are going to disappear when I stop working? Maybe commuting if you're driving to work, pension contributions if you're going into a pension, maybe the mortgage is paid off, maybe your kids leave home and the food bill goes down. The third question was, what does the state pension cover? Now, in most countries, that's somewhere between 12 and 25,000 per year. Go check yours in your country. It only takes you 5 minutes. And 4, what's the gap? Take what you need, subtract the state pension, and that gap between those two things is what your savings and investments need to fill. Multiply that gap by 25 and you've got your number. So for example, for someone living in a European city, and let's say they're spending 80,000 a year, let's reduce that 80,000 by 20 because we're going to reduce and lower the cost in retirement. So that 80 becomes 60,000 that they're going to need. Now, we can actually reduce that again by another 20,000 if we take into account a state pension. So that's going to leave us needing to fund something like 40,000 per year of living expenses. So take that 40,000 and we multiply it by the 25, and this gives you a target pension pot of $1 million. It's a sobering number. So what does this actually mean for you? Well, let's run some numbers because I think this is the part that really changes how we can think about it. Let's say you're 50 and I think I've got 15 years of compounding my money in the stock market. That's a powerful thing, but 25 or 30 years, even more so. Let's say I'm going to live until I'm 80. That's 30 years from now. I can have my money compounding in the stock market for 30 years from now at 50. Sure, I'm going to need to start to spend some of that money and take it out, depending on what age I decide I'm going to stop working. But it's massively more powerful for my retirement than leaving that money in the bank account for all that time, because inflation will kill it. So let's take our example of needing to fund that 40,000 per year of living expenses over the 25 years, which is $1 million, which seems insane. Well, I think we can do it for less than $1 million, especially if we're going to work until we're 70 or earn money until we're 70. So let's think about it in 2 phases. Phase 1, which is 50 to 70 until we stop working. So let's say you're starting out with a median amount of savings, let's say 80,000 euros. Without adding anything else and using an average of 8% return, if you put it in an S&P 500 index tracker, you're already up to 373,000 over that period. If you can then find an additional 500 or 600 per month for those 20 years between 50 and 70, at that 8%, you're now going to get up to 750. So that means then at 70, you could start withdrawing 30 to 40,000 per year, and you're probably going to be okay and not run out of money, depending on how long you live and what happens to the world. If you want to be even more sure, then you could start to look at putting more than the 500, if you can, in your 50s, and then less when you get into your 60s. So I hope you like this video. I covered a lot. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them. That's it for today. Remember, start small, stay consistent and build your freedom. And I'll see you in the next one.